Remember when watching a movie at home meant waiting months for a TV broadcast or hoping the theater would bring it back? Then along came a chunky black cassette that flipped Hollywood upside down. VHS didn't just put movies in our living rooms, it completely changed how we watch them forever. Today we're counting down the ways VHS changed the way we watch movies in the 80s and 90s. From rewind fees to Blockbuster nights, VHS was more than a format, it was a lifestyle. Let's hit play. The rise of home movie nights. Before VHS, family movie night meant whatever was on TV, and half the time, that meant a rerun of Columbo. VHS gave you the power of choice. You picked the movie, set the vibe, and made movie nights personal. Popcorn sales spiked, couches became theaters, and suddenly your dad yelling, "Don't pause during the chase scene," was part of the experience. Fun fact, microwave popcorn sales in the US doubled in the 80s thanks to VHS weekends. The video rental store, boom. Mom-and-pop video stores were everywhere. Walking into one felt like entering a treasure hunt. You'd scan the shelves, argue with friends over which movie to get, and maybe sneak a peek at the horror aisle. Then came Blockbuster, the giant blue and yellow temple of VHS. At its peak in 2004, Blockbuster had over 9,000 stores worldwide. And yes, if you rented a movie Friday night, you had to fight everyone else to grab it before it was gone. Owning movies became normal. Before VHS, owning a movie meant spending hundreds on rare reels. With VHS, suddenly, you could buy E.T., Star Wars, or your favorite Disney classic and watch it whenever you wanted. Studios were shocked. In some years, VHS sales made more money than theaters. Disney even invented the Disney Vault strategy to create hype. Kids begged parents to grab tapes before they disappeared. Smart marketing, recording TV at home, VHS lets you tape shows off the TV. That meant Friday night football, Saturday morning cartoons, or late night movies could all be saved for later. Suddenly, missing an episode wasn't a big deal. This was proto-binge watching. TV networks panicked and sued, claiming VCRs would destroy television. The Supreme Court ruled in 1984 that recording TV was legal. Instead of destroying TV, it boosted it. People taped shows, skipped ads, and fell in love with TV even more. The rewind fee. Be kind, rewind. Those 3 words haunted every rental. Stores charged extra if you returned a tape unrewound. It felt like the tiniest but most annoying scam. And of course, no one admitted they left a movie at the good part and shoved it back in the box. By the 90s, some stores even installed automatic rewind machines behind the counter. But hey, at least you learned to never underestimate the power of small print. If this trip down memory lane makes you smile, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your favorite VHS memory in the comments. Did you have a family ritual, sneak horror tapes past your parents, or maybe stack Disney clamshells on your shelf? Let's compare memories, music, fitness, and more. VHS wasn't only about movies. It exploded into other areas. Jane Fonda's workout tapes sold millions and kicked off the home fitness craze. Music videos, concerts, and karaoke tapes became household staples. You could even buy how-to VHS tapes for everything from cooking to learning guitar. VHS gave entertainment an everyday angle beyond Hollywood. The VHS versus Betamax war. In the 80s, VHS went head-to-head with Sony's Betamax. Betamax had better quality. VHS had longer recording time and cheaper costs. Guess which one won? VHS crushed Betamax because families wanted to record a whole movie without swapping tapes. Fun fact, Sony kept making Betamax tapes until 2016, which feels like keeping your MySpace page active. The direct-to-video boom. Not every movie made it to theaters, but VHS gave them life. Studios pumped out sequels, spin-offs, and low-budget horror flicks straight to tape. Disney sequels like The Lion King 2 or Aladdin and the King of Thieves went straight to VHS and sold millions. Horror fans ate up endless sequels of Friday the 13th and Leprechaun. It was a gold mine for studios and a guilty pleasure for fans. Collecting became a thing. People didn't just watch VHS, they collected them. Rows of tapes lined living room shelves like mini video libraries. Special editions, box sets, and unique artwork made tapes feel like treasures. It planted the seeds for the collector culture we still see today, with Blu-rays, steelbooks, and streaming box sets. And who can forget those big Disney clamshell cases that took up half a shelf? VHS made movies. Personal. The biggest change was simple. VHS gave you control. You could pause, rewind, rewatch, or fast forward. You weren't locked to theater showtimes or TV schedules. Movies became part of your personal life. You could laugh at your favorite scene 100 times, skip to the good parts, or watch Back to the Future until the tape wore out. VHS turned movies from public events into personal experiences. For a whole generation, that chunky cassette was freedom. So those are the top 10 ways VHS changed the way we watch movies in the 80s and 90s. Which one surprised you most? Do you still have tapes stashed somewhere? Drop your answers below. Don't forget to subscribe for more nostalgia and movie history, and check out our next video right here.